In this lesson, I'm going to be going over all the different tools I'm going to be using within this course in order to write JavaScript code. So one of the first things that you need to do is find an editor. If you already have an editor, then you can go ahead and open that up and use that through the lessons of the course. If you don't have an editor, or if you're looking for a new editor, I'm going to be using Sublime Text in this course, free downloadable editor from www.sublimetext.com. And it's actually a pretty good editor, so if you are looking for something, then I do advise to check that out. If you're not looking to write within an editor, then you can always go over to sites like codepen.io, and this is just a website where you can type HTML code, you can type CSS, and you can type JavaScript, and actually have it rendered out. So whatever you're typing in here, we can see that immediately on the left-hand side, we've got our preview rendered out, and this goes for CSS as well. So you can see whenever I make some changes here on the right-hand side within this within the files, I get it propagated over here in the display area. And the good thing about it, and the neat thing about it, is that it works for JavaScript as well. So here we've got our JavaScript alert, and of course we're going to be looking at these in more detail. So another tool that I'm going to be using within this course is the browser itself. And because JavaScript is an interpreted language, basically what that means is that you don't need to compile JavaScript in order to get it going, and all of the tools that you need are based within the browser. So as long as you've got an HTML file that you've got some JavaScript in, or you've got a JS file, that's all you really need to get going. And the really good thing and really neat thing about Chrome is it's got this dev console, which is really gives you a lot of functionality where you can actually see content being output. You can see your HTML elements. We've got our console log, which we're going to be using within our JavaScript communications. Also really powerful for debugging. And then we've got our sources here as well. And the really neat thing about sources here is that you can actually hook up your files and you can start working on them. So if I wanted to open up this file here, just my index file, and let's say I wanted to start typing into it, all I need to do is map that file system resource, and then I can set up and use that file and actually use the browser as an editor. So if you're interested in that, I'm going to be doing a quick lesson in the next one, and then we're going to get started with writing our JavaScript. So that's coming up in the next lesson.